just to help you out a little bit. If you want to go this route, you can use that formula, right? Or you could actually do something with this and still use that formula there, the sine squared. Or you set up the triangle.
That doesn't sound right at all.
What? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and I just got to think about it. You know, do you have to change the sign, or is that okay?
So can I use a calculator just to see?
To see what?
To see if it is. Or that wouldn't do anything.
Well, the thing is, this is why I was saying, if you do the inverse tangent of 2, right, 30, the problem is, and here's the thing about the inverse function, it can't give you the angle you're looking for. It's going to give you a reference angle.
So it's not.
That's a reference angle. It doesn't mean that it's not right. It just means that I actually have to go 84 past pi.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's where I am.
So pi is always 180 degrees.
Yep.
So that means I'm over 180 degrees. Under
That's right.
270.
Exactly.
So it means I'm positive.
Well, you're in the third quadrant. That's the key. In the third
Oh, so
quadrant,
it's
x and y
negative.
are both negative.
Yeah.
And since tangent is y divided by x, the negatives cancel.
Okay.
Sine is just the y piece. Divided by h to bring it back down to unit circle. Cosine is the x piece divided by h to bring it back down to unit circle. We won't get complex true values. Secant squared. Yep. That's all right. Catch up. So no secant. You did here. Good. So that's tangent, and it's not negative. So everything else should be okay. So cotangent. Yeah. That becomes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. Cosine. It's just going over it. I like it. It looks like everything should be fine. Secant, flip that, and secant is given. So basically everything should be negative except these two because they're ratios of these other guys. Yep. All right, guys. I'm just going to do this one way. So if you did the formula way, you can see if the numbers are coming out the same. How do I set up the triangle? Secant is h over x, because it's 1 over cosine, right? And if you wanted to, really, you could say, what's cosine theta right off the bat? -1. Yeah. Cool. So then you can just use the cosine and say it's going to have to be the x piece to the hypotenuse. And you basically, the rule here is either you can just leave the negatives out, and that's probably a better idea in general, and then just put the negatives. There's a whole other way you could do these problems where you draw the triangle itself in the right quadrant. So if you like that idea, I'm in this quadrant. My x piece is 1. My scale sucks there. Oh well. So here's 11. Here's -1. So you could actually do it like that if you wanted to. Personally, I don't like doing that. I just like putting the negatives in the right place. But you could do this if you want to. What's this side going to be here? Yeah, so it's 11 squared minus 1 squared, so it's radical 120, which is also known as
2 square root 30.
2 root 30. How are we doing so far? All right. So again, trig functions are all ratios of sides of triangles. So if I can get all the sides of any given triangle, I know all the trig functions, because it's just the ratios. I'm missing that side. Pythagorean theorem comes into play, right? Hypotenuse squared minus this side squared equals the other side squared. All right. So now I can set up any ratio they ask me for. So what else do I need here? I need sine. What's sine going to be?
2 square root 30 over -11.
2 square root of 30 over 11.
Negative.
And eventually it becomes negative, that's right. Where else we got here? Tangent.
2 square root 30.
Yeah, 2 square root of 30 over 1. So just 2 radical 30. We okay so far? Because tangent's y over x. And then cotangent would just be 1 over this guy. And then when I rationalize it, and there's one last one. Cosecant will be
-11.
1 over this guy. And then when I rationalize it, how are we doing so far? And the only thing I'm missing is I got to go in and throw in my negatives where they should be. And in quadrant 3, which is where we are, everything's negative individually, which means tangent and cotangent have to be positive because they're ratios of the other stuff, right? So everything has to be negative except for tangent and cotangent. And that was the last step. I don't worry about that till the end. I go, okay, what quadrant am I in? What should be negative? What should be positive? I don't worry about that in the middle. That's why I don't like doing it that way. We worry about that later. Just don't forget to do that step. Okay. You guys want to take a break?
Yep.
All right, come back 5 after.